So when I was young, I used to go fishing a lot. I had a really good friend. I was in my 20s. We were in our 20s, and we were married. And he had this really cool boat. It was a fishing boat. You know, it was kind of low down, and they had these captain chairs that you could sit on, and it has a little trolley motor. And trolley motors hadn't been around a long time, I don't think. It was really a nice boat. And so we would go fishing. Now, we didn't go fishing all the time. We didn't go every week. But we went a lot during the summer, the spring and the summer. And we liked to fish. There's something relaxing and calming about sitting there on the water and fishing. But we weren't any good. I mean, we would go fishing, and on a good day, one of us might catch 2 fish. You know, the other one might not catch any fish. And just like the apostles, sometimes we went out and we didn't catch anything. In fact, probably more times did we catch nothing than we did catch fish. Now, neither one of us were any good. No one had ever taught us how to fish. So everything that we learned about fishing, we had to learn our own. So we'd get out there and we'd try different lures and try different places and things like that. And we were just the same old bad fishermen. But one time, I remember so distinctly, we were in the lake, and we were in this little slough, this little back part of this lake, and we were going along the shoreline, and then there was a sandbar that came out to kind of a point. And so we went out around the sandbar, and we just stopped there for some reason, and we just started fishing at this point. And he caught something, and then I caught something, and he caught something, and I caught something. And for a couple hours, we were just bringing in fish. It seemed like we brought in 100, but we probably got about 8 or 9 fish. But they were nice little 1.5 to 2.5 pound smallmouth bass. They were just great eating little fish. And we were just ecstatic. We were just exploding with joy that we were finally were able to catch fish. And we were ready to go onto one of those TV shows, these fisherman shows. We were hot dogs. We were it. And we were so excited about this big catch we had. And I'm sure that's how the apostles felt when all of a sudden they got this catch, this net that's full of this fish. They had to be excited and ecstatic about it because all night long they had fished and they hadn't caught anything. Now, I've been to the Sea of Galilee, and it's not really big. I don't know why they call it a sea. It's like a huge lake. There are lakes here in the United States a lot bigger than that lake. And it's been fished for thousands of years. So it's probably hard going out and catching a lot of fish there. And as we saw that night, they didn't catch anything. Sometimes they probably caught just enough to feed themselves. So when they got this catch of all these fish, they had to be, this was it. This was the greatest moment of their lives. And what did Peter do? Peter cast off his garment, and jumped in the water, and swam to Jesus, completely ignoring the greatest catch of his life, the greatest thing that ever happened to him on a boat. He completely ignored it, jumped in the water, and went to be with his Lord. And I think that's what Jesus wants us to do. Not get caught up in all the glitz and glamour and all the great things that happen during this life, but to look towards him and love him with all of our heart.